Hi YouTube people, I'm welcoming you all again in new brand video. So today we're gonna learn about the introduction of Python and what's the features of Python and how to work in Python. So let's begin. Well, Python is a programming language. Even we can use it in general purposes, like we can use them as a software development to create a software, or we can use it in the web development to create a web pages and all. And one of the mandatory thing you should know about that, we call them as a high level programming language. What is this high level programming language? Why we call them as a high level programming language? Let me tell you. The code you're gonna type down in the prompt, you just need to learn that. You don't need to learn machine language and all. That's why we call them as a high level programming language. Let me show you an example. High level programming language. This is how simple you can write and understand that code. So this is called high level programming language because we don't need to type down the code in the assembly language. We have to just put down in our own language just with some logics. That's why we call them as a high level programming language. And the Python software is developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991. One of the best feature of it, it is easy to use due to simple syntax rule learning. You just need to learn the syntaxes and you can do it. Interpreted language, that's mean the code is going to be execute line by line. You don't need to write down the code in a one go. You just need to write down the code in a single line and it's going to be execute. This is a cross-platform language. This can run on different platforms like Windows, Linux, Macintosh, and so on. Expressive language. You don't need to write more code as compared to another languages like Java or C or C++. You just need to write less code and the code gonna be execute in the same matters. Completeness. Python is support wide ranges of library and it is available on web in a free and open source software. Let's talk about shortcoming of Pythons. It includes libraries but not that much the way C++ and Java such kind of languages have. Python having lesser libraries as compared to them. We believe it is a slow language as it is executes the program slowly in the way of interpreted language. And this language is weak on type binding also. So let's move on. How to install Python, as I told you already. Even you have the link of that video in the description box. You can check it out. Still, I'm gonna tell you the way of download it. Download Python distribution, then install it. Simply, just go through with their Python website and you can download it from there and install that process and you can done with it. Now let's move on. How to work in Python? There are two ways to work in Python. First one is interactive mode and the second one is script mode. I'm gonna tell you what's the difference between both the modes and why we gonna use them. The interactive mode involves running your codes directly on the Python shell, which can be accessed from the terminal of the operating system. In the script mode, you have to create a file, give it a name with .py, the extension that runs your code. The interactive mode is suitable when running a few lines of code, and the script mode is suitable when you have the bunch of codes. Okay, let me tell you how these modes working practically. Search for idle, open it. Now, what you have to do, you have to put your command or you have to put your code in a simple line. Likewise, print hello. This is how. and press enter. The code is executed. This is why we call them as an interactive mode. Now you want to write down more than a single line code in a one go. So you have to open a script mode. Like how? Just click on it, file, and click again on new file. Here you go. Now you got the script mode. You can type down more than a one single code, and then you have to save it, and you got your command done. Okay, well, that's all for today, and thanks for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you like it.